Welcome back to the AG Chelsea TV channel. In this morning video, we'll find out the latest news about Chelsea FC last night. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel. Chelsea told to sign top striker. Chelsea have been told they should consider paying big for an in-demand Premier League striker this month. It has been a tricky few weeks for the Blues, who have fallen away from the title conversation following a run of poor results over the festive period. Naturally, the Blues were not expected to compete for the title this season, so to a certain extent, there is no harm done. But what will concern Enzo Maresca is the fact Newcastle United have now moved within a point of the top four and Chelsea. There are a number of reasons Chelsea have been under par, but they have not been helped by the dip in form suffered by Nicolas Jackson, who has not scored in any of his last 4 appearances. That has led to calls for the Blues to sign another top-level striker, and former Blue Pat Nevin believes Newcastle superstar frontman Alexander Isak should be under consideration. I would not be surprised if Chelsea made a huge bid for Alexander Isak this January if they get any sort of hint that he is available, Nevin told Grosvenor Sport. Chelsea would love him. Having said that, I think he would be the best possible fit for Arsenal, and if I was him I would be looking at that. Style-wise and technique-wise, can you imagine him playing in front of Kai Havertz and Martin Odegaard? It would be scary. Manchester United might also be involved if they hear that he is available. But I can't imagine how Eddie Howe would feel about letting him go. Isak has been heavily linked with Arsenal, but any interested club would have to pay a huge fee to get hold of him, and especially in January. Not only that, but having moved within striking distance of the top 4, there would be a premium on any deal involving Chelsea, given a sale to the Blues could wind up costing the Magpies a Champions League spot. Rival plotting bid for Dewsbury-Hall. Chelsea could be offered an option to offload a player who has struggled for minutes since arriving in the summer. The Blues are likely to field more outgoings than incomings during the January transfer window. Although Enzo Maresca could dip into the market to sign a centre-back, a striker deal has also been mooted, but Chelsea are unlikely to spend big money on a frontman unless they are presented with a particularly eye-catching opportunity. As for outgoings, there are likely to be a handful, with Carney Chukwuemeka and Ben Chilwell on the transfer list. Meanwhile, Chelsea looks set to take advantage of interest in midfielder Cesare Casadei, who has struggled for game time since arriving at Stamford Bridge. There is also a question mark over Christopher Nkunku's future, and the same can be said of Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, who has struggled to break into Maresca's Premier League plans, largely getting his game time in the Conference League and the Cup competitions. Dewsbury-Hall joined Chelsea for as much as £30 million in the summer, following Maresca from Leicester, but he has not looked of sufficient quality compared to some of his teammates. That has led to talk of a loan move, with clubs unlikely to match the £30 million Chelsea paid for the midfielder at this stage. Football insiders say West Ham could offer a solution as far as a loan move goes, with the Hammers reportedly plotting a loan move with the option to buy. It's claimed Dewsbury-Hall has emerged as a primary target for the Hammers, and an offer could be just around the corner. Chelsea are said to be open to a deal, but any option to buy would likely have to offer them an avenue to reclaiming the majority, if not all, of the £30 million they paid for the midfielder. Maresca give Chelsea players message. Saturday's 5-0 win over Morecambe in the FA Cup saw all 5 goals scored by players who have not been regular Premier League selections as Maresca shuffled his pack against the League Two strugglers. Defender Dosin Adarabioyo netted twice with finishes from outside the box, whilst Christopher Nkunku hit his 13th of the season in all competitions. Joao Felix also scored twice in the second half. The second a brilliant curling effort from range, but despite he and Nkunku being on 20 goals between them, their starts in the league have been sporadic. Both players prefer playing in the number 10 role, but with Cole Palmer effectively untouchable in that position, they have been either deployed elsewhere or limited to appearances from the bench. The only thing I've said since the start is it's difficult to play games with so many attacking players, said Maresca. If Joao plays it means that Cole doesn't play, or if Joao plays he has to play with Cole together, but it depends on the game. For me it's quite easy. We have 3 players that are more or less similar, Joao and Cole and Christo. Joao has played some games. Christo has played. They both played against Ipswich, a 2-0 defeat. They both played Southampton, 5-1 win, and Leicester, 2-1 win. In some games we can play with them all together, but not every game. Palmer has scored 13 in all competitions and has been arguably the league's outstanding player in the first half of the campaign. He was an unused substitute on Saturday alongside Levi, Colwill, Enzo Fernandez and Nicolas Jackson, as Maresca stuck with his policy of heavy rotation in the cup competitions. The desire is good, they show that they want to play all the games. But also there are players that are not getting many minutes in the Premier League. The good thing is they show that they want to play always. Chelsea, Tottenham vying for Josh Mayer. Josh Mayer's impressive performances for West Bromwich Albion in the first half of the season haven't gone unnoticed, and he could be heading to the Premier League in the ongoing transfer window. According to a report from Fitches, Chelsea and Tottenham are quite impressed with what they have seen from the Nigerian international, and they are plotting a raid on the Championship club to sign him. Things didn't work out for Mayer at FC Girondins Bordeaux, and he made a return to England in the summer of 2023. While things were not really that easy for him in his debut season with West Brom, the 26-year-old has been on fire this season with 12 goals and 2 assists in his 26 outings. His impressive performances in the English Second Division have put him on the radar of 2 Premier League giants. While his contract at West Brom runs until the summer of 2026, the clubs are looking to prize him away in the ongoing window. Chelsea and Tottenham are the 2 clubs that have taken note of his performances. They consider him an interesting option to bolster their attack for the second half of the season. Nicolas Jackson has done wonders for the Blues, but they are still looking to bring in someone who can help cover for him and provide much-needed support in the final third of the pitch. As far as Spurs are concerned, things haven't gone according to plan for them so far, and they are looking for ways to bounce back. Ange Postecoglou seeks more firepower, and Mayer could surely help their cause given the kind of form he has been in. The Nigerian international's price tag is estimated to be around £15 million, which is surely an affordable figure for both the London clubs. But they still won't find it easy to sign him, as he is a key figure in the West Brom team, and with them fighting for promotion, they will only sell on their terms. And that's the end of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss daily update from my channel.